Yeah, what's good? What's poppin'? Welcome to another episode of that deep shit where we connect the dots. And on today's episode, we're going to talk about the daydreamer, right? The daydreamer. Who and what are the daydreamers, right? Remember back in school, you know what I'm saying, used to be in class, whether it was junior high school, elementary, whatever, right? And you might get that report from your teacher. He's daydreaming in class. You know what I'm saying? He's daydreaming. You know, they frown upon that. Why do the powers that be in educational institutions frown upon daydreaming? I'll tell you why right now. One, because the people who could daydream are the special selected few, or it's actually a very intuitive gift of intuition. That's really what it is. You know what I'm saying? But most importantly, when you daydream, what you're doing is you're actually doing what you're really set out to do upon birth, upon your whole experience. You are living in the dream world and you're living in the real world simultaneously, right? At the same time. That is the ultimate goal for anybody, because you can access certain type of information when you are tapped in to that higher realm. See, that higher realm is where all the answers to all your questions are. Dreaming, the dream world, what we call the second dimension, or the astral. When you're tapped into the astral, that's where all the answers are. So, have you ever did this? Like, been doing something, you've been deep in thought, and you've been looking like, you're just looking at something. So like you looking at something, but you're really not looking at it. You looking at it, but your mind is elsewhere. That is the daydream. You see what I'm saying? So basically, even though you are engaged in the real world, but your mental has now become a conduit to the astral. Your mental has now become a conduit to the, that's true. That's true.
Continue to be only child souls from the smaller subatomic, and the intrusions from above continue. That's true.
That's true. Has now became a conduit to the astral. So when you're looking at something, you're just really staring through it. You're really not there. So the reason why they frown upon it is because when you're doing this, you're actually living in the present of you. You and you only, and whatever interaction is going on. So basically, you can't absorb information from the physical realm or the real world while you're daydreaming. You can observe it, but you can't absorb it. You're just in it, but not of it, if you ever heard that phrase. So you're in the real world, but you're not of it because you're already connected. You know what I'm saying? So that's another reason why educational institutions do frown upon the daydreamers. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't teach somebody who's daydreaming because they're connected to some other shit. You see what I'm saying? Even though they may engage, they're not really paying attention or listening because they are actually living in the exact present time, period. You know what I'm saying? That's just real talk. So, shout out to the daydreamers, man. Stay daydreaming. It's not a bad thing. And it is what it is. Log on, newmysteryschool.com. Set up a study session. So, you know, we are the last ones left. This whole metaphysical, occult, higher hidden knowledge movement, as you can very well tell by even looking at the channels on YouTube, is becoming a dinosaur or a dying breed. You know what I'm saying? For a reason. So before they start snatching videos all the way off, man, go ahead and order a study session tailored to your experience tailored to your path. You know what I'm saying? And when I say study session, I'm not there to run my mouth, because here's the thing. We all can learn from each other. So I always embrace anybody that ever orders a study session. So with that being said, I'm gone.